a significant development is under discussion that could impact millions of Americans receiving Social Security, Supplemental Security Income, Social Security Disability Insurance, Veterans Affairs benefits, railroad retirement, and various disability payments. Many are wondering what became of the Senate Democratic proposal to increase VA and Social Security benefits by $200 per month for 6 months. That bill was designed to run from January of 2026 through July of the same year, but the deadline for that initiative has now passed. The intent behind the legislation was to address the very real affordability crisis facing seniors and disabled individuals. Inflation has driven up the cost of everyday essentials, and benefit amounts have simply not kept pace. It remains a troubling reality that millions of seniors continue to receive payments that place them below the poverty line, a situation many find unacceptable in a nation capable of providing substantial aid to other countries. With that particular proposal now stalled, attention has shifted to another piece of legislation known as the Safe Social Security Act. This bill proposes a $150 monthly increase for all 74 million Social Security recipients. If enacted, it would represent more than a temporary adjustment. It calls for a fundamental change in how cost of living adjustments are calculated. Currently, the Social Security Administration relies on the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers, known as CPIW, to determine annual increases. Critics argue that this metric fails to accurately reflect the spending patterns of seniors and disabled individuals. The Safe Social Security Act proposes replacing it with the Consumer Price Index for the Elderly, or CPIE, which would better account for expenses that disproportionately affect older Americans, including rent or mortgage payments, utilities, and especially prescription drug costs. Experts suggest that switching to this new index could increase monthly benefits by anywhere from $300 to $500 for every single one of the 74 million recipients, not just once, but month after month. This would be a transformative change. If you support this proposed shift to CPIE, it is important to make your voice heard. Commenting with the phrase, "I support CPIE," is a simple but meaningful way to show backing for this adjustment. Whether you receive Social Security, SSI, SSDI, veterans benefits, railroad retirement, or survivor or spousal benefits, this change could directly affect you. Without public engagement, progress on such proposals can easily stall. In the meantime, the 2026 benefit amounts have been announced following the latest cost of living adjustment. The increase this year is 2.8%, a figure many consider inadequate given ongoing inflationary pressures. This adjustment continues to rely on the CPIW metric, which remains a source of frustration for advocates seeking more accurate and fair cost of living calculations. Even with this modest increase, average payment amounts have shifted. Retired workers can now expect an average monthly benefit of $2,745.30. For those receiving Social Security Disability Insurance, the average monthly payment is $1,633.48. Survivor benefits now average $1,622.33 per month. It is important to remember that these are averages, and individual payment amounts may vary based on work history, earnings record, and other personal factors. Timing is also critical for beneficiaries awaiting their February payments. Those born between the 1st and the 10th of any month are scheduled to receive their payment today, February 11th. Recipients born between the 11th and the 20th will see their deposits on February 18th. Finally, individuals born between the 21st and the 31st will receive their payment on Wednesday, February 25th. It is essential to keep these dates in mind to avoid unnecessary concern. If your payment does not appear on the expected date, do not panic. The Social Security Administration advises waiting 3 full business days before taking further action. Before contacting the agency directly, you should first reach out to your bank or credit union to confirm there are no issues on their end, such as account holds or processing delays. Once your financial institution confirms that no problem exists on their side, You should then contact the Social Security Administration to report the missing payment. Many beneficiaries are unaware of this recommended waiting period and the importance of first checking with their bank. Following this process can save time and frustration. Comments from recipients often reflect confusion when payments do not arrive on the exact day expected, and knowing the proper procedure in advance can make all the difference. Thank you for taking the time to stay informed about these important matters. If you have questions about your benefits, payment schedules, or pending legislation, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Every question will be reviewed and answered as quickly as possible. Your engagement helps build a community of well-informed beneficiaries who can advocate for themselves and for others. Please continue to stay updated on these developments, as the landscape of benefits and legislative proposals is always shifting. Until the next update, take care of yourselves and each other. Have a wonderful day.